Hey guys, Dan Meyer here, and today we're going to talk about a topic that generally has a lot of interest, and that's how to grow a small stock trading account into a big one. Now, the approach we're going to talk about today is more of a buy and hold approach because that's what most new traders are familiar with. And what I mean by this is more just holding trades to catch a swing in the market that's going to take a few weeks to a few months or longer. No day trades or very short-term trades. We're going to hold on just a little bit longer for this strategy. So the way we're going to do this, we're going to need two things. The first thing we're going to need is a lot of shares of stock. And then the second ingredient we need is a big move. So we need a lot of shares and then a big move. We're not going to try to take these small $100 profits, couple $100 profits. If we want to grow a small account big, we need to take some big profits. So we need a lot of shares and then we need to catch a big move with a lot of shares. And getting both together can be difficult. It's kind of easy to get either one, but both together can be difficult. And the reason for that is our first ingredient, a lot of shares. To get a lot of shares, especially people with a new account, need to trade lower price stocks, or that's what they usually do. They trade penny stocks that trade for $1, $2, $3, maybe $4. The problem with these stocks is these are usually not very good companies. Not always. Sometimes you can find a good company down there. Sometimes you can find a good turnaround play, but for the most part, the companies are low priced for a reason. But the low price, you're able to buy a lot of shares. 1,000 shares of a $1 stock will only cost you $1,000. 1,000 shares of a $4 stock only cost you $4,000. Now, 1,000 shares of a $100 stock would cost you $100,000. So people usually can't trade these expensive stocks where a lot of times the good companies are. So now, so in a second, I'm going to show you how to get a lot of shares of these good companies. But first, so now we want to catch a bigger move, and these bigger moves are usually found in higher priced companies. A stock that's trading at $100 per share could move $30 in a couple weeks or a couple months, whereas a stock that's $1, it's going to take a long time, if ever, for it to get to $30 a share. So if we want to catch these bigger moves more quickly, we have to trade higher priced stocks. But we said that can be a problem for a new trader because they're more expensive. So the way that we're going to control these higher dollar stocks for these penny stock prices is by using options. And now, options can be risky, but if you know how to trade them properly, they can give us some really big advantages. Let me give you an example. You could find a $100 stock with 90 days of time on it for, say, $3 or $4 a share. So an option contract is for 100 shares, so that option would cost you $300 or $400. That's for 100 shares of a $100 stock in our example. So 10 options contracts would give you 1,000 shares. And that would cost you, say, $3,000. At $3 per share, 10 contracts would cost you $3,000. And that's of a $100 stock. Now, if that makes our $30 per share move, $30 on 1,000 shares, that's a $30,000 profit. That's how you grow a small account big. Even if it only moved $5, it could do that in a day or two. That'd be $5,000. A $10 move on 1,000 shares, that is $10,000. So we need to catch these big moves. The way we're going to do that, as we said, is by trading options, because that's going to allow us to buy these higher priced stocks, the ones that can make these big moves for, just a fraction of the cost. Now, if you're going to trade it, the reason people lose money trading options is because they don't know what they're doing. They're buying the wrong options and they're losing money. So you need to learn how options work. Now, maybe you've traded options before, maybe you haven't. One of the biggest questions you're going to have when you go to buy options is which option contract to buy. So for that reason, I've put together a 6-point option buying checklist. All you have to do is follow the steps in the checklist, and it's going to show you which option to buy. If you want a copy of my checklist, click on this link right here, enter your details, and I will email you my 6-point option buying checklist for free. So just click this link. I will email you the checklist. So that's how you do it. how you can build a small account to a large one pretty quickly by catching these big moves. And we're going to use options to allow us to buy enough shares so when we catch a big move we can really capitalize and profit from it. So that's it. I hope this video helped you. If it did, do me a favor and hit the like button. Also, if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I do videos just like this to help you become a better and more profitable stock trader. So click on the link right up here, grab my option buying checklist, and I will see you next time.